What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Astrocastrophe. We return to our playthrough of Alone in the Dark, where we have recently entered the Deserto Manor in search of Miss Hartwood's lost uncle, Jeremy. It's been a pretty ridiculous journey so far, and I think from here on out, it's just going to get more absurd. But alas, I'm enjoying this a lot more than I have some of the previous entries in this series. In particular, the 2008 version, which I think I've elaborated on just a fair bit in some of my last videos. Not a fan of it. Like I said, that game is way too ambitious, and especially for its time. Things it tried to accomplish, the things it tried to do, made zero sense to me. It was like you're trying to incorporate an open world RPG with a horror game, and what is it, Central Park. These things don't work. They don't. And some of the weird things, like you open up his jacket, he's got hairspray, he's got a lighter, you know, he makes a little blowtorch, and then he's got this, he's got a walkie-talkie, he's got that. And you have to continuously switch from first person view to like use a fire hydrant because you can't use it in third person view. And you're stuck there just trying to figure these things out. And for the life of you, you're just wondering, why is it so absurdly meticulous? So this is certainly a breath of fresh air. I'll say so far, the strongest point in this game that I can see is the characters and perhaps the environments. I'm not too thrilled with the monsters. The puzzles aren't bad. They're pretty enjoyable, but the characters are pretty good. The storyline, I don't know so far yet. I mean, it seems pretty I'm gonna say pretty basic for a horror game. Nothing too special. But we'll see where it goes. You know, it's just another Lovecraftian sort of attempt at a horror game. They just typically don't work as well as you'd want them to. Okay, so what is this? 3, 4, 6. Okay. Is that it? Okay, so it's the big one is 6. Big one is 6. Now what? 3, 4, 6. Okay, I see. Wait, do I? Let's see here. Man. Okay. And 3. So the little, and I don't know what else to do. Okay. So 634. So, I mean, that's what I did the first time. Man, I'm not too up to snuff with this puzzle here. I'm not figuring it out quick enough. Big one's 6, little one's 3. No, little one's 3. 6, little one 3. Oh, jeepers! What the hell?
There's a picture in the black glass. It's showing me something. It's the hallway outside Jeremy's room.
Ooh. Ooh. Last door of the hallway outside Jeremy's room. Kind of wondering, like, what's the deal with Jeremy? Well, I mean, obviously, like, he made use of the talisman and he's using it to transcend other worlds, I think. He's probably the one that's behind all of it. I'm willing to bet. Ooh, welcome to the dark place. Oh, what the fuck? Situated here. It's hot in this bitch. Going on in here? Right.
Huh. I made it. I entered another one of Jeremy's memories.
I really feel that this game does not look as good as I could get it to look. Okay, that changed it just a tad bit, but not too much. I think the game had better graphics for the Grace demo. I mean, I remember it looking a lot better than this. I think they downscaled it. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna turn that down a bit because I really need to update my computer. Oh, unlimited. I'll just keep it on epic. It's not too bad. Yeah, my computer needs a bit of a fine tuning. It's not bad. I've had it for about 5 years. I love it, but it needs a fine tune, needs a few additional parts. I could probably do some ray tracing fairly soon here. I should probably update the card and get a card that can do ray tracing. But I mean, it's not too shabby. It still looks better than like a fucking PS1. Or not a PS... Well, obviously a PS1. I mean, PS5. One thing I do, though, I think, is install a lot of my games on an external hard drive. And I've heard that doesn't slow things down. But I just don't feel that it is going to keep up at the same pace as your hard drive would. I mean, it's connected by a USB cable. Oil rig rapport. A clue.
May 1923. Monday. All okay. Ready for delivery. Maintenance. Oil pump must be serviced. Any tampering causes large spills unless properly forestalled. Tuesday. Shipment delayed but delivered. Maintenance. Service bridge close to broken. Wednesday. Prospectors reluctantly agreed to show the burial mound to Mr. Hotwood, a painter, who read about our finds in the papers. He means to return tomorrow and try to find a way inside. Thursday. Mr. Hotwood's efforts delayed. The workers seemed nervous about his presence. Hotwood promised not to return to the compound. Instead, he has taken up an offer by L'Officier, the riverboat captain, who means to pilot him to the site tomorrow morning. Hopefully that's the end, and work can resume. Maintenance. Bridge from the oil tower to the bayou has collapsed. Sabotage suspected.
This is the devil that guides us now.
Huh.
Oh, goodness. Southern Gothic horror. Yeah, that's one thing that like Lovecraft really stereotyped. You know, people say this and that about him. They say so many things about him, but he really stereotyped Southern people. He really did, with like the whole hillbilly redneck sort of sister fucking inbred, like, you know, like sort of hillbilly. Like he really did. If there's anyone in any of his stories that he marginalized, it's Southern people. Southern fucking people. I mean, God, like the source of all evil in like every story, most of them, like the Dunwich War, it is like Southern inbred sort of hillbilly people. But people always focus on the minute details when it comes to him. The minute, and like I'll agree, Lovecraft was at a social level probably not the greatest person. No, he wasn't. At a social level, no. I don't think he was a bad human being. No, absolutely not. But at a social level, his opinions, his thoughts, his theories, his religions, whatever, yeah, not exactly kosher with typical modern standards, but he was a product of the time. A lot of people were like that. Most of society was like that. Most of Western society, yes, it was for the most part. And like people always say that he was like anti-Semitic. So was everybody else in America at the time. They all were. This is not a lie or an exaggeration. It was everybody. So why does he get singled out and chastised for this shit? I just constantly ask these questions. And it's probably because he wrote horror. You know, it's horror, and horror always has a negative connotation to it. So you always staple negative attributes to the person who wrote it. You do. You do. That's why, like, no one ever jumps on Mark Twain. Do you know how many racist things Mark Twain said in his stories? I mean, he had a character, one of the characters had the first name, the N-word, and no one says anything. But Lovecraft, oh my God, he married a Jewish woman. Okay, he married a Jewish woman. Among other things, he just had opinions that people of today do not really embrace, I guess. But he also had the opinions of 90% of the rest of Western society. But he is always alienated for these things. And it's just, he's dead. Who cares? You know, he's dead. He's fucking dead. But like, yeah, like I love his work, but I'm also a very huge critic on him of just the fact that he was just a huge doomer. He's very pessimistic. His idea of the world was basically that we're petty, insolent ants waiting to be stepped on. I don't necessarily know if I can agree with that. I don't think his stories exactly encapsulated his real idea or his real opinion. I think when it comes to Lovecraft and reality, he was agnostic. You know, he didn't know what to believe or whether to believe it or not, and quite frankly, didn't care. I don't think he literally believed in elder gods and Cthulhu and, you know, anything else that he wrote about. Azeroth. I mean, Azeroth, though, in many ways, I think is a metaphor for how he felt about the world, because the idea of Azeroth has existed in other storylines. It's the differences in Lovecraft's world. Azeroth is like a malign evil being, but in other worlds, like if you look at the Elder Scrolls series, it's the same concept as Azeroth, but it's not an evil being.
Got it.
And the idea is the world of Elder Scrolls is just a dream of a higher power, and that's literally what Azeroth is. The world of H.P. Lovecraft is all a dream. I mean, the world of Cthulhu mythos is all a dream from a superior being named Azeroth, and he's malevolent. In the Elder Scrolls series, they don't know who's dreaming it, but it's a god of some sort. And it's the same concept. If the god wakes up, all of existence blinks out in the wipe of an eye, or the blink of an eye. And it's the same in Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos. Is if Azeroth wakes up, all of humanity and everything within it is erased in the blink of an eye. So, I mean, this is a concept that's been stormed up by many writers before, and I think there's even more stories out there that incorporate that concept of a higher being dreaming our entire world, and if that being wakes up, it's all gone. How do I hit with this fucking thing? I forgot. Yeah, this game's got a pretty good soundtrack. Say that. It's got that weird doom jazz is what they call it. Doom jazz, just playing in the background. I listened to some doom jazz the other day, like an actual group. I looked it up on YouTube, and it's not bad. It's really sort of like it's almost like industrial in many ways. It's just sort of experimental and dark sounding. It's really cool. Another pipe. Of course. Oh, you can only carry one at a time. It's not crack pipe. A crack pipe. Run, dude, what are you doing? That's one thing I hate about games that make you hold down the left stick to run. It's so fucking stupid. Why can't I just hold down like the trigger button or like X? Can I throw a rock at it? That's nice. I can at least do that. Fucking horror. My brother Cassius hit me in the face with a shovel. My brother Cassius. Alright. Yeah, I think I can agree with a lot of people. Monsters are kind of weak in this game. They're not definitely not scary, but you know, it's
pretty weak. I just need something to break it.
Yeah, I know. It's not a bad game though. You know, it's compelling. It's compelling enough to make you play it. Let me say that, but it's not scary. I hear some weird sounds in there. That's kind of spooky. Yeah, these sounds are kind of freaking me out. Ah, I see what it is. Great. Yeah, you know, if the world could just make a straight up Lovecraft game and do it correctly. I mean, the closest I've ever seen was like The Sinking City. The Sinking City did a pretty good job. But like, I mean, if they made one that had more of that backwoods sort of horror in it. Amnesia doesn't do it for me. I mean, Amnesia's a good game. And this is, oh, that reminds me of something that pisses me off so fucking badly. I'm really in love with the Vampire the Masquerade series, so like when I heard Bloodlines 2 is coming out, I was super excited for it. And then I watched a video about it, and like dudes complaining that like you don't get character design or anything like that. And I'm like, you know what, I can let bygones be bygones and live with that. So, you know, I had my hopes dwindled a little bit. I'm like, you know, there's still hope in this. And then I saw who one of the developers is. It's multiple developers. And the first developer, like the primary developer, is the Chinese Room. And that just killed everything for me. The Chinese Room are the people who did Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs. And that was one of the most boring, lukewarm games you could ever play, and that's what you're gonna get with this. I think it's just a boring, dull, you know, cookie cutter sort of game that just has really no value to it. It's just made to make money. So I'm just so fucking broken by that, because I loved the very first vampire game. I didn't really get around to playing the second one. I did a little bit, but I loved the first one. I guess this game doesn't try anything but to be a survival horror game, so I can kind of understand why the combat's not like extreme. This is probably the sort of combat you're gonna be looking at in Silent Hill, the remake, so don't get your hopes up. And I'm really mean it when I say that. Don't get your hopes up with that game. Don't get your hopes up. I think you'll probably be the same as Alone in the Dark, just, you know, aside from maybe having a lot of bugs. Using our melee weapon. About that shovel, dude. I kind of feel like watching Stranger Things now. Got around to it. I need a good series to watch. Been thinking about watching Inuyasha, actually, you know, like something that I actually enjoy. I don't know if I'd enjoy Stranger Things. I like anime. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Damn it! You for fucking real. I think I was already in here, wasn't I? No need to return. Come on.
There's gotta be a way to get to the other side.
Let's see. Come on. Okay, let's see real quick here. Back to the old ball and chain. Been waiting for that. Oh, by the way, just share this real quick. I picked this up today. I watched the movie. It wasn't. It was many years ago. I only watched bits and pieces of it. I thought it was interesting, but I picked up The Ritual, the book. About 40 pages into it, and it's very exciting. It's a very good book. I highly recommend it. Just a reminder for everyone to keep reading. Please read horror. That's why I read. I read horror. It gives you a reason to read. Yeah, it's a good book. It's fucking creepy. Very spooky. I love the whole concept of, you know, when it comes to horror, like dudes being lost in woods and, you know, turning against each other and shit like that. Because that's what happens in that situation. You know, you're friends and everything, and then all of a sudden you're turning against each other. It makes you think just how fucking dangerous it is to get lost in the woods and how fucking screwed you are. Okay. Oh, you sturdy rotten. I'm busting my fucking balls right now. Busting my fucking balls. Alright, tasted Grandpa's old cough syrup. Rick. Jesus. What a bunch of baloney. Big bologna sandwich. Big bologna sandwich. Sandwich time for Edward Carnaby. It's sandwich time. Time for our sandwiches. Would you like some sandwiches? The only time I can do bologna, I think, I don't know, there's like a sandwich from Subway that has bologna on it. But it has like different sort of, it says like turkey, it has ham, then bologna. I can do bologna in that circumstance. Whoa! This place is on fire and I'm down here talking about fucking bologna sandwiches from Subway. What the fuck? you know, hopefully this gets a sequel, because I hope that it happens and they do 10 times a better job. I mean, this isn't a bad game, but like, make a sequel, make it good, make it scary, save this series. You know, like, that's what they should do. They should make each installment of Alone in the Dark better than the last one. And I'm saying that because we don't have Silent Hill anymore. I don't care what anyone says. We don't have Silent Hill anymore, and we don't have Fatal. I mean, we still sort of have Fatal Frame.
Carnby, wouldn't you rather fall to your death than go up in flames?
But we don't have Silent Hill anymore, and all we have is Resident Evil. We need Alone in the Dark or something. We need another franchise. You know, I'd say the Amnesia series, but Amnesia doesn't put out games nearly as much as they should. Same with Fatal Frame. I don't think they'll be coming out with a Fatal Frame game anytime soon. They're just gonna keep rebooting or remastering them and then releasing them. Last one I played, the Maiden of Blackwater, it was very, very, very fun, but not very scary. And the other one, the Lunar Eclipse or something like that, that one's supposed to be really good. But again, like Fatal Frame, like it has its paramount with, and it's the same with like Silent Hill. The magnum opus is the second one. Same with Fatal Frame. The second one is the best one. Same with Silent Hill. The second one is the best one. And a lot of people even say the same for Resident Evil. They'll say the second Resident Evil is the best Resident Evil.
What the hell is that thing?
Ow. It almost looks like the monster from The Ritual, the book I was just talking about. Sorry if I spoiled it, but who cares? I think most people have seen that movie by now. People really like that movie too. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, the book so far has really drawn me into it, but the movie didn't. I only watched like half of it, parts of it. But the book is really compelling. I usually enjoy the book a lot more. Yeah, we don't have any other franchises right now when it comes to survival horror other than Resident Evil, and Silent Hill is pointless at this point. You're not going to have real Silent Hill games off.
It's the hateful mound Jeremy talked about in his book.
I'll say that until the day I die, okay? So, you know, if they make another Alone in the Dark and they do a good job, this could be the franchise that saves survival horror. That's what needs to happen. Survival horror needs a good saving. Less walking sims.
Don't come any closer. I'm armed.
Get that thing out of my face.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm just a detective trying to find something called Teruea.
You after Jeremy too? Why?
I'm working for his niece. She wants to make sure he's all right.
He might be unharmed, but far from all right. He's a curse upon Deseto.
Here we go again.
What?
Oh, Christ in heaven.
Let's see. Do I need anything for this? Obviously, I need a key or something. What's in the bag?
Reflections on the Power of the Verb in Certain Texts by Juan Luis Jorge. To act is in itself divine. Even the slightest movement of our hand is evidence of our soul in motion. Yet our free will is so easily overwhelmed by the dullness of everyday life. Our actions become rote and rigid, in spite of luxury and comfort. True divinity is found in the choice of leaving the stage where we all perform. People who discover this freedom unexpectedly will be struck by the terror of this revelation and become paralyzed, or worse, turn to suicide. However, if you are able to weather that storm, you will discover that there is a divine path beyond that fear. There is a chance to dismount your destiny and make something new. Something that hasn't been planned for or predestined. There is difficulty in explaining this type of acting as it transcends our everyday choices. This isn't some banal decision choosing one career over the other, or even who I should marry. Leaving the stage, no matter how, isn't a matter of course correction. It's a rejection of the story that the Creator is telling.
Oh, the joy of painting. Here's Bob Ross when you need him to give you a happy little accident. Just like those monsters that I was just dealing with. Happy little accidents. It's just a happy little accident. Bites your fucking dick off. That's just a happy little accident. The sitting room key. Okie dokie. Where is thine sitting room? Okay, this is the first floor. It's on the second floor. All right, we're going to the sitting room.
It's wedged shut.
Wanna no, the wanna na 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 na. It's the flapper. She's gonna flap.
How good of you to come.
She's ready to
Let
flap.
me pour you a drink.
She's definitely a flapper.
What happened here? This place looks like it was hit by a bomb.
Welcome to the madhouse, detective.
Thanks. Did the ceiling just collapse?
I heard it was something in the attic. Something that was supposed to happen but didn't. How that could have such consequences is beyond me. The truth is, I don't know why the room looks like this. But I bet your friend Jeremy does.
You know where I could find him?
Sounds like Chris Chan.
Somewhere
But the
in his
truth
past, I
is-
suppose. He keeps going on about that mysterious dark man. I think he is hiding from him. Or maybe he's with him. I can't really keep up. I don't worry much. take a look around this room. You may think it looks spectacularly devastated, but I just think it's finally found its stride. It fits perfectly with the state of this place.
I
and
like how
its
he's all dirty
loonies.
and just
The
beaten,
same
torn the
goes for the
fuck up, and
nonsense
he's
with
just
Jeremy.
they're just
In
acting
my
so
eyes,
casual,
we finally
like she doesn't
managed to
even
match
notice
the
it.
wild ride inside all of us.
Well, I'm happy you find the evening so harmonious. I hope you don't mind me setting things right. Jeremy's business, that is. This room looks beyond my capabilities.
Good luck, Detective. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah. Evening, miss.
Yeah. I know, he's just like all torn to shit, and she's just sitting there talking to him, like not even noticing. They're just, it's just so surreal, and I like that. She doesn't even like bother asking, like, what the hell happened to you? You know, I always appreciate surrealism. Right. Someone decided to get a little creative. Brace yourself. You flying fuck. Oh, I think I might know where that goes. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Check everything in here. It's over here. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, did I come through that way? I must have. Boy, a syringe. Just what I wanted. Fucking syringe. It's fucking awful. It's fucking...
Ugh. There's more of that aggressive rot.
Oh shit.
On the commonplace of evil, there lies virtue and stark irreverence, careless thoughts of luminous indifference. But blame not the beast we once were, which science so often wished to refer. Not the wicked full of sin, it is you who stand and grin. All our good intentions aside, whereupon we build our pride. Sunless solitude, follow not this corrupting light. Prophets of confidence always crashes out of sight. Hear me, for we all bear this mark. Thus we must remain alone in the dark.
Goodness. Forever alone. And I know so many people. I know so many people who are that forever alone meme. Oh my god, it's all fucking dudes. That's just fucking Christ, man. That meme is no more fucking relevant than it is today. The problem is the same. It's just like, God, man. They just don't. People don't have. I don't know. I'm just. It's just very relevant. Relevant. It's just. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, like a lot of people will sit there and be like, well, you're good looking. No, you know, it's just like they sit there and act like looks are everything. They act like they're like the reason I'm saying this is I work with so many people. Just I wouldn't call them ugly, but they're those forever alone fucking incels. Like they will say things like, well, you're not upset about life, you're not mad, you're not angry because you're good looking. It's just like you don't realize that good looks will not they will not hold on to a relationship. Good looks will not give a woman security. Good looks will not be a provider for a family. Good looks do not give you these things. And like good looks can attract a female for one night. And this is what you don't understand. And so they give you that oh, the so alone, girls don't like me. It's just like I think they do it to themselves. You know, they do it to themselves. They fucking do it to themselves. And it's just like it's like the paramount of all of it is like with that like Elliot Rodgers dude, like he's just the shining example of what's fucking wrong with men at this point in time. If they're not Elliot Rodgers, they're going the opposite direction, and they're, you know, like, listen, like I said, I cross dress, but like I'm not gonna go out there and get anything chopped off. I mean, that's where men are today. You're either an extreme incel or you're going transgender or this, and just like am I somewhere in between? Yeah, you know, like I'm more or less like I like to stay away from people on purpose. Like I just don't like people in general. Every great once in a moon I will go out there and I will do something, but it's very seldom. I don't care, you know. And it's just like I think part of it is society. Like it's what Friedrich Nietzsche said, and it was his biggest fear, and I think it's come true, is that the world has fallen under this corruption of nihilism, just absolute nihilism. And I think that's the overall problem that Western society faces. It's just absolute nihilism, and it's just degraded into utter debauchery for everybody. They don't want to live fulfilling lives anymore. They don't want to do anything that brings meaning or derives any purpose. They just want to get drunk and fall asleep in a pool and drown to death. That's literally what they want to do. And this is healthy. This is how we're developing strong men. Okay, you know, if we get invaded, we're fucked. We're dead. We are dead in the fucking water. What do you mean? We're not surviving. We're done. How's our military doing lately anyways? I mean, I've heard not too many great things about them, you know. It's just like this new generation, and like if they're not going one direction, they're going the other direction. And like you know, we're gonna grow old one day and they're gonna be our doctors and nurses. We're fucked. You're telling me these younger kids are gonna be my doctors and nurses when I'm 60 and 70 years old? Dude, I might as well just fucking die now. They're not gonna save me from anything. They won't know how to take care of any sort of illness or any sort of disease or cancer that I get. You know, they're not gonna be actual doctors. They're just gonna be certified because, you know, we're not supposed to be mean to people anymore. We're supposed to give everyone a fair chance. And by giving everyone a fair chance, you just get in line, we hand you a ticket, and guess what? Now you're a brain surgeon. That's the way it's going. I'm sorry, but it is. That's the way it's going, man. And that's this utter nihilism. We don't care. We don't want to give meaning to a single fucking thing, do we? Do we? No, we don't. No, we don't. At all.
There's something missing.
Okay, wait. I think I know where this might go. Yes, but that's not like a medicine box, is it? No. Of course not. Of course not. Where is that medicine box though? Fuck. I know I saw it somewhere.
This must be that kid's room. Why does she seem so familiar?
Don't you worry, Grace. Go play your game, bleat and bellow with the others. I won't be jealous. There will be more masquerades. However, I would love it if you would finish my mask for the feast. With love, Ruth.
Sounds like some Twin Peaks music here.
Huh.
Nothing of interest in here. Except for you. Put him up. I finally found you. Put him up. This whole time I've been looking for that rocking horse. Ah, shit. You got a light, kid?
What you got there? You drawing something?
Nothing special. I'm just bored.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I remember you, Mr. Conby.
From where?
Don't touch that. Cassandra wouldn't like it. She wouldn't like it at all.
Do you know where she is?
I'd rather not talk about it. It makes me upset. Besides, she'll be back after the Feast of St. John.
You think?
Yup. It's all on the page, Mr. Conby. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
All right.
I'm gonna go now, if that's okay. I don't like to stay too long in the same place. Mr. McCoffey might find me.
Hey. Is he mean to you?
Not everyone needs to be saved, Mr. Conby. You should know that by now.
Don't you patronize me. Fucking guys. You make me feel this big.
Miss Beauregard, I picked up your medicine at the post office today. As you understand, it needs to be administered by the orderlies for your safety. I've put the box in Lottie's room for now, and I'm sure she will find you as soon as possible. Mr. Waits.
So this is where Cassandra Beauregard ended up. For some reason, I thought she died years ago.
What the?
It's another one of those strange padlocks.
Margrave liniment. One of several medicines prescribed to the author Cassandra Burgard. This particular bottle contains an ointment for pain relief sold as the 4th version of the company's popular recipe. Okay.
There's more of that rot again. Like it's guiding me to do something. But what? I don't think I have everything I need. If I find the full set of bottles, then maybe I can make something out of the stains of rot.
Okay, I know now. I know what I do with this medicine E thing. Yuck. It looks like there's literal poo in the toilet. Wait, that's not toilet. I mean, the bathtub. I mean, when you got poo floating around, it looks like a giant fucking toilet, okay? Ah. Oh, that's weird.
I'm not gonna walk out of this now. I need to help Emily save her uncle. I need the key.
Where is this medicine box? Where is the medicine box? Okay, maybe it's in here. No, this is like sort of a smaller room. That's the bathroom. Oh, you got a rat problem. Okay, yeah, this room, isn't it here? Yes. Yep, I knew it. No, I'm not. What the hell does it say? One of several medicines prescribed to the author Cassandra Burgard. This particular bottle contains tablets said to relieve sore throats and contain 2 vital vitamins. I'm heading the right way. Jesus fucking A. All right, all right, all right. Okay, there we go. There we go.
That's easy. The shape of a snake. There must be something important to find here. Maybe it has something to do with the numbers on the labels.
2517. Alright, broken plates. What do I do with that? It's like I gotta be getting to that boiler at some point. Adventure. A piece of a larger decorative plate that has a light and almost wood-like quality. So I got a list of objectives.
The medicine bottles had stains of rot on the labels, suggesting some greater shape. They just needed to be put in the right order. But for what purpose?
Okay. Oh yeah, I go this way. Right? Man, what the flip? What is going on here? Why is that door locked? It wasn't locked before. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. I think I know. Yep, that's what I was doing. This is a big house. Easy to lost it.
I need the key.
All right.
It's stained. Looks like some kind of rot.
Fuck, I'm missing another piece. Jeepers.
It's wedged shut.
There we go.
It worked.
The Barlow lens. Instructions. To double the magnification of your telescope, simply fit this Barlow lens to your instrument. Then operate the fine tuners to adjust the distance between your lenses. This is easily done while looking through your eyepiece. Simply search for a position where your picture is clear and appears flat. When correctly tuned, your telescope should present a clear picture with magnificent magnification.
What's this?
That was weird.
I don't think I have everything I need.
Didn't I just pick up a lens? That's it. I guess we are going to return to the cellar. Barnaby's getting his workout. That's where the housekeeper locked me out, the crazy bitch. Splat. Zoinks. Fucking zoinks. Okay, what is this thing missing? It's missing a circuit.
It worked.
Ah. Oh, now I'm finally alone in the dark. Finally, I've been waiting the whole game. And now we are alone in the dark. And we're gonna go down this long, lonely stretch of a basement and find what's awaiting us in the dark.
Jeremy?
Jeremy spoken.
What the hell is going on here?
Brace yourself. Those eyeballs.
Where's the body?
Yeah. This is gonna take some time. What are you doing? That's right there. It's becoming to get a little clearer. Just a tad bit. Okay, I see. Dude, this one. And this one. There we go. I do it. Okay, okay, this goes over here. Pretty sure. And you are going to go above it. Not. Your son's probably gonna be like relatively in that area. All right. Shit. Okay, that's all good down there by the looks of it. And I guess that's... No, that can't be right. Weird. Fuck. So fucking weird, because I feel... You know, I think... Jesus Christ. I think this is the dirty little trick it's playing on me. I think this is its dirty little trick. But I'm probably wrong about that. This is really fucking hard to see upside down. Like, it just doesn't make sense though, putting it the other way. Like, that didn't seem to do it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I thought. Definitely not that way. None of this is making sense to me. Oh. None of this is making any damn sense to me. Jeepers. This is like where this shit is no longer making any damn sense to me. Right. It's not. I can't handle it anymore. I am moving on. I see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. I'm Mr. Caticle, and this has been the Astro Catastrophe.